Hello viewers, Sony very kindly sent me over the PSVR 2. Thank you very much, Sony. This is what it looks like. So let's get this thing put on, I guess. Now, hopefully, you should be able to see what I'm seeing. So in order to get it on and quite comfortable, it's quite tricky actually, to be honest. You have to work a couple of these settings. As such, you have to adjust. There's this dial at the top you have to move. It will then quite cryptically judge the play area around you, as you can see, looking at the whole room and the playing space. Luckily for me, in a sim rig, playing a racing game, it isn't too bad because you're sat dead still. And you can always press this button to have a look around. As you can see, I'm sat in my rig, and this is exactly what I'm seeing. So this is the pass-through mode. You're just pressing a button on the bottom side of the VR, and you can see exactly what I'm seeing through here. This is my room. Bit of a mess. Okay, with all of that boring stuff done, we can get into actually playing the game properly. Let's jump into the Grand Valley Circuit experience. Okay, let's do a lap then. Going up in towards turn 1 here at Grand Valley. And it looks spectacular. Hurtling down the hill, the sense of speed is amazing. Coming down this hill, turning in just after that shadow, or pretty much on the shadow. And then braking hard into the hairpin at the bottom of the hill. Let's park the car up here and just take a look around. So you can see all the marshals, the sea just in front of us, and just inside the HUD, just to the front of me, outside the window, you can see the heads-up display with the lap time. And then down here onto the right, you have this menu which you can flick through. Brake bias, traction control, lap times, weather, and the track map. All the usual stuff. And I'm just using the dial on the wheel to do that. But let's continue the lap. And I must say, it's incredibly smooth. I'm not getting really any sensation of it stuttering or being, unsmooth in any way. It does take a while to get the calibration dead right, I would say. And you do have to make sure you get it exactly in the center. Otherwise, there is a bit of blurriness, and it is quite hard to get that dead right. Onto the bridge. Take a look over to the right hand side of the other bridge. Breaking the 100-meter boards. And perceiving the depth is really easy in this. So looking up at the brake marker boards isn't really much of an issue. Over the curb. Good exit there out of the chicane. And then to the last couple of corners, to round out the lap, we just need to make sure this is a flat out corner. And what you might notice as well is the elevation change is so much more pronounced when you're in this VR mode. We're coming up to the line. It's not going to be a quick lap, 2 minutes 32, but let's retry. My personal best is a 147.4. I did that on the wheel with the screen. Let's try and beat it in VR. Let's see how close we can get. Good first sector. Then into the tricky middle sector of this lap. Not easy to get right. But it does feel intuitive. It feels really easy just to get to grips with this. I'm not someone who's played VR much at all. Maybe twice in my life before this headset arrived. And I feel like I'm used to it already. And I've barely played it. Onto to the bridge, looking for a 110 sector time here. 110.5. To the tunnel, a little bit wide. Let it come back. Looking for that curb. There it is. Bit of oversteer, but we corrected it. And the last couple of corners should be flat out. And it's a bit easier to see the difference in lights going into and out of the tunnels with the VR headset. Right up to the line. 47.4 is my PB. And here's going to be a 48.3. 9/10 away. That isn't too bad, given I have not done too much VR. So that was a very cool experience. Please do hit me up with requests for different tracks and car combinations that you want to see. Now let's do a race. And where better than Spa? Okay, here we go. We're going to put traction control on. See if we can get away from the line, okay. Okay, that's good. Let's go to the inside. Lunge up the inside of the Nissans. Okay, boom, up into 9th or 10th. Almost spinning. We've got the GTR on our left there. Hello. You're going to back out? I don't know where he is. I should concentrate, shouldn't I? Get a very good sense of the steepness of Radeon. And it's amazing the immersion of looking in the mirror and having the cars right on your tail. I can't really see the right hand mirror very well. So we're going to brake. The bike is looking for that move, isn't it? Tip the car in. Be really careful on the throttle. Pulling away from that group behind now. Gonna go deep. See if we can get around the outside of this Aston Martin. Kind of. Oh, sorry about that. Up the inside into Puon. Wait to get back on the power. I'm in P6, guys. Lexus very slow off the turn. Up the inside we go. Thank you very much. And we get another position here. This is a very tricky corner, this one. In the rain. It's Mercedes versus Mercedes. Try and tuck into the slipstream. Oh, right up to the back of him. It's quite easy, like it's really intuitive, should I say, to get used to this. I wouldn't say this takes a lot of practice. It just feels natural. It feels right. Oh, through the final corner. It's going to be a P4. And there we go. Right, we're back at the main menu. If I just grab my controller. And head into the garage. It's another key mode of this VR, which is the showroom. As you can see, we have the car right in front of us. By pressing the R1, L1 buttons, you can move around. You can change the height and stuff like that. But the scale, the immersion, the depth, I can't describe how good this is. It really does feel like I'm standing in this garage at whatever track this is. I don't know which track it is, but it feels so real just being here. We can walk up to the car, we can walk around, take a look inside at the steering wheel, the seat. You can even press triangle and sit inside the car. So obviously I have to watch out because I've got this microphone sat here. I don't want to smash my head on it. But it feels so real. It really does. We change over to the Jaguar XJR and head into GT Auto. This is quite a well-known place within the game. You can do a bit of free roam here. Look, you can walk around. It's very slow. Walk over to this tray. And eventually, once you get there, you can see the detail. I kind of wish I could pick them up and sort of throw them at the mechanics, but that is not an available mode. Perhaps in a future update, Polyphony can introduce weapons into this mode. We can start picking up guns and, you know, do a true free roam. But as of yet, that is not in the game. Take a look at the car. Again, the detail is outstanding. So you can just look at the mechanics doing their work over there. You press square and it changes the time of day, so you can see it's dark now. And then back to the morning. Mechanics still working. These guys, you know, they're dedicated to their job. Let's head into the Legends car dealership with the beautiful Samba bus. Now this is the pinnacle of motorsport right here. But yeah, guys, I think you get the idea. It's absolutely incredible experience. Obviously, if you have any questions, please do let me know. I've loved my first few hours here with the PSVR 2 on Gran Turismo 7. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your questions, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.